Today gamers, we're diving back in some Remnant 2, and if you're at a part that looks like this with a whole bunch of cards in front of yourself, you may be wondering what to do or exactly what rewards you can get. Well, I'm going to show you everything you can get, so stay tuned, that's coming up next. Now, in order to be able to do the Jesters card game, you will need to go to the world of Losomn, and you're going to want the Palace Courtyard as your starting tile set. Now at this point there's another interaction that's well worth noting. Before you're going to make it to the Jesters game, you're going to walk slightly forward from the courtyard, you'll be at the Beatific Palace. You won't be able to proceed to the boss from here, but you can chuck a left and then work your way all the way throughout the instance until you manage to make it to this pile of bones right here and a Jester sitting atop them. Here you'll be able to do another cool little interaction, rewarding you a nice secret item. When the Jester's doing his little dance, you're going to go over to your emotes, make sure you pick the clap emote, and then you'll be rewarded with a secret item, which is the Jester Bell. A really nice amulet that can work in quite a few builds. The Jester Bell amulet is going to increase your mod and skill cast speed by 35%, and when you do cast one of them, you're also going to get 20% extra damage for 15 seconds. Next, you're going to need to proceed a little bit further in the game, make your way a little bit further through the map with the exclamation marks, and then eventually you'll make it over to the Malefic Palace. You'll make your way through here, and then further down the line you're going to come across the Jester right here, who's going to be playing a type of card game with you. The card game in itself isn't too complicated as long as you know exactly what you're doing, and if you get it wrong you can miss out on some great hidden rewards. So if I slow it down a little bit here, there's going to be 4 different card faces in total. That's going to be the Devil card with the horns just here. Then there's going to be the Mask card that you can see just here. Other than that, another one of note is going to be the Joker card. And the other cards are going to be the standard cards that I'm just going to call the normal face cards. What you're going to want to do is make sure you pick up the One-Eyed Joker card, the Devil card, and then after you've completely picked those rewards up, you're going to need to get the Mask card. For the first one here, I was making sure that I kept track of the One-Eyed Joker card, and upon entering that room, we're going to be able to grab the amulet, the One-Eyed Joker idol. Upon doing your neutral backdash, it's going to create a magical card lasting 1 second. If it's hit, it's going to give you 25% extra critical chance for 5 seconds. This one's very different to pretty much any of the other amulets, a little bit niche, but you may be able to work it into one of your builds. Now at this point we've got the first card, and the next one we're going to be after is going to be the Devil card. Remember, it doesn't matter if you get any of the cards wrong, you may have to fight some enemies if you go into a wrong door, or if you see the red key item at the end, which is going to be the mask, just make sure you turn back around and walk back through the same door. But for this one, we were keeping track of the Devil card, so we're going to walk into the next room, fight some enemies, and grab ourselves a next special item. For this one, it's going to see us face a boss and a few enemies. The boss is going to be first the Oathkeeper. Take them down however you can, and then you'll be able to get hold of the Misfortune Mutator, which is going to increase your melee damage by 5% for each unique negative status the target is suffering from. At level 10, it's going to charge your melee attacks to apply slow for 2 seconds, which is pretty cool because slow's quite hard to get in this game, and it's obviously also going to class as a status effect. But jumping back to the card game, now you've got the 2 rewards that you needed, so you can crack on and go straight for the next card, which is going to be the Mask card. Keep track of that one, and then walk through, and you should be able to see it from the very start. Remember, if you've done this earlier on and you haven't picked up the other rewards, turn back round, go out, and then make sure you get the Devil and the One-Eyed Joker cards first. Because once you pick this up, the card game is going to have ended, as you can see here. Now we're going to make it all the way up to the top, and we're going to open up this door and go back a little bit further through the palace in order to pick up another special item. You're going to want to make your way all the way around and back down to the bottom floors where you originally met the Jester and he handed you the quill. This time however, he's not going to be on his hideous pile of bones, but there will be something that you'll want to look out for, and this is going to be another special item that you'll definitely want to pick up. In my opinion, one of the strongest amulets in the game. This time you've managed to acquire the Shaed Bloom Crystal. Gain a 30% damage bonus, and every 5 seconds the bonus changes between elemental and physical damage. This one is probably one of my favourite ones in the game. Try it if you haven't and you've got on some kind of a hotshot build or anything to do with elementals, as it's well worth having. From there, either teleport back to this place, the Beatific Palace, and place the masks that you'll have on your inventory, or you can just make your way up there from foot, by foot, whatever's easiest. Once you've placed the masks, the gold side should be facing the door to the boss, but before you're going to go in there, and you're going to want to make your way just where I'm showing here, in order to pick up something else that's really worth having. So again, make your way back through. Jump back over here where the Jester was originally playing his card game, and then make your way all the way over to the elevator. Just at the bottom you'll have a few enemies to face, but nothing too difficult. Take those out however you see fit. And just in here you're going to have a chest you can pick up, and also another amazing ring to grab hold of. That's going to be this one just here, the Catalogous Jewel. This one is actually one of the best rings in the game, as it generates 8 mod power per second. Probably not used much at the moment, but I think once some of the other rings are adjusted, because there's a couple that's slightly broken, this may well come into play and be used a lot more often. But yeah, hopefully that's helped you guys and girls out. There'll be a lot more content from me. For now, take care. I'll see you on next day.